3, 2, 1. And I am live. How you doing, friends? Let's just check this, make sure that we are actually, let's see. Yeah, we've got volume. Is it coming through, though? That is the question. I believe it is. Yeah. Camera 1 on. Audio input capture on. Sound levels good. All right. Looks like we're a go. All right. I put a stream on last night, but I have since deleted it, only to sort of capture the drop of Bitcoin price since the backed futures release or open. So I'm assuming that you can hear me, because I don't see anything here that's telling me that you can't. I'm assuming also when I go to this next screen like this, without showing my head, that you can still hear me. If you can't, then don't say anything. If you can, then say, yes, I can hear you, Ernie. So why don't you do that now? I know that there's at least a few of you on. I'll wait. Thanks, Mike. All right. So let's cover where we're at right now. The PatternCast signal last night, there were a few signals that came out. There was a long that came in at 9,600 and change. 9,000, or is it 9,692, I believe? And it triggered. But it really didn't look like it was going anywhere. I think that some people were hoping, or we were hoping, or their target was only about 200 points above that entry. So it wasn't a particularly strong signal. It had about a 77% occurrence win rate, which is, it's okay. That's like our lowest acceptable win rate where we would actually get into a trade. Usually we're looking for 80, 85 or above. Now, there was another signal that came out, and that was a breakdown. In other words, it had to drop through a price in order for us to get into it. And that price is at 93.38. So you would have to put in an order of a stop limit, or a sell stop. A sell stop is the proper terminology for that. And so what a sell stop does is it is a limit price, and so once the price is touched, then the order turns into a market order. So it's a special type of limit order. And in Kraken, it's not immediately apparent, by looking at the interface, how you actually set that up. But apparently you set it up by just setting it up as a stop price or a stop loss. And then by executing it below the current price, it turns it into a sell stop, which is not very intuitive. So I give Kraken low marks on that in terms of its user friendliness. But anyways, once the short long looked like it was going to fail, I got out of it with a small profit, and then went short, and I added to that short, so I was 2 full Bitcoin short, and that's where we're at right now. And I also added another trade that will pick up if we do break down below the 93.38. So I'm in pretty good profit now. I mean, as you know, I've been talking about this dropping for quite some time. I said that once it enters this volume well, it's going to be a slippery slope, and it's going to be difficult for it to stop. And of course, PatternCast all along has been keeping us in a bearish mode because most of the signals have either been neutral or bearish. And of course, we had a really good signal that triggered last week that was just a fantastic signal, getting in at 10,364, I believe. And that ended up being about a 500, 600 point gain, and so that was cool. None of the other signals have actually triggered other than this long, and it was a very tiny long. Most of the signals have indicated that either they're just not going to happen, you'd have to have this incredible breakout or breakdown, or they were tending towards bearish. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at with PatternCast. It has kept us on the right side of the trade. So when I combine that with my knowledge of volume profile and everything that I've been talking about online, I just decided that, all right, PatternCast have kept me on the right side of the trade. I'm going to go short here, and that has worked out fantastically. As you see, we've dropped pretty sharply. We've entered the volume well, and we came just about right at 93.38. I was just above it by about 50 points, and then we backed off a bit. So we can zoom in on that, and we can see that's where we're at right now. We're at 94.50, so we're about 120 points away. 110 points away from totally breaking down and coming into that 93.38, which I believe I have. Do I have anything? I don't have anything really showing that. Let me put a line here. This is a separate screen from the one I was just at. But 93.38 would be right there. That's our entry point. 93, no, that's 94.38. What am I talking about, Ernie? That would be right there. Let's set that to the proper coordinates. 93.38.0. All right, and we came down as low as, we came down to right here, about 93.79 or so. We'll make that one a dash line. All right, so that's how far we've come down so far. We definitely poked through the bottom of the triangle. We can take a look at that on over here, and it's a little hard to see, but right there. Let's zoom in on that. Let's go to a 45-minute view. So there is a nice view of this. We've already poked through the bottom of the descending triangle, and it looks like we're poking through right now. And here's the 93.38 line, this green line right here. I'm anticipating, breaking through somewhere around here within the next, next hour or two, maybe 3. We'll see if that works out. And if we break through there, then I have an order that will get triggered. So that's where we are right now, and with PatternCast assisted trading. Now, PatternCast we started with the, let me bring back the talking head. Here's the talking head. So PatternCast is going to turn 1 year old on October 5th. And just recently, now we started out with a traditional markets signals, which we still have going, and we have lots of customers over there. I don't know, we have 140 or so customers there. We've got about 150 plus customers on the Bitcoin side. The Bitcoin side we just started in August, and we built up that since then. So I've been trading the Bitcoin since I think August 14th or something like that. I think that's when we actually introduced it. Since we've started the Bitcoin service, we've had about 13, 14 out of 15 winning trades. Or in other words, trades that have delved significantly into the winning side of the trade and have either reached or exceeded the target. Some have come within, say, 70% of the target. We still consider that a winner, with our trade management, and that's what we espouse. Once you get into profitability, you have to start managing your trade. If you get above 50%, I would expect that you're not going to be losing on that trade. If you get to 25%, that's kind of up in the air. Should I put my break even in there to make sure that I don't lose in that trade or not? We don't know, because Bitcoin is an incredibly volatile asset, and we don't know if 25% is enough into the target area, or 70 or 100. And it gets to 100, it could go 200, 300%. It could go 1,500%. As we've seen with traditional markets, we've had some trades that go as much as 1,800, 1,900%. We had a trade like that with heating oil, where a single contract made over $5,000 on one trade, on a single contract. Can you imagine that? So with Bitcoin, the volatility is even higher than even something like heating oil or some other of the more volatile traditional assets. So we're used to. I think on average right now, with the 12 or 13 what we call winning trades or profitable trades, we've achieved on average at least 500 points, so 500 BTC USD dollars on average, that it's moved from the entry towards the target, either reaching the target, going beyond, or somewhere in between. That's pretty cool. $500, that's a lot. And if you're trading with, even if you're trading with a small account, let's say 0.25 BTC or a quarter of a Bitcoin, you could have probably made yourself, 30, 40% of your total trading account with those trades easily. Now, of course, if you over leveraged, you probably could have doubled or tripled or quadrupled your account, but we're not recommending that. We're very conservative traders here, where we're mostly trying to build our capital, preserve our capital, and then take our opportunities where we get them. Some people, when they get into our service, will get really excited and saying, man, we're winning all the time. I'm just going to up that, and I'm going to leverage to the hilt. And then all of a sudden the trade will pull back, and then they get liquidated. And then it might pull back and then make profit again. I mean, that's actually happened. So that's why we are of the mind that, look, we're going to get a lot of opportunities. PatternCast just puts us in the right spot all the time, most of the time, not all the time. And just take your profit, take your profit, take your profit, keep on building. So I started out, just as an example, I started out with about 0.3 Bitcoin when I first started trading. I've earned since then about 0.2 Bitcoin. So I'm up to about half a Bitcoin. So I've earned off of that 0.3, 0.2 Bitcoin, which is pretty damn good. I mean, that's well over 50% of my initial trading capital. Now I've added from the outside, I've added more to my trading account so that I can build it up so that I can start taking slightly bigger trades compared to where I was before, but still stay within, relative to my total account size, a reasonable size trade. Now, the reason why I did that is that with Kraken, as you get bigger and bigger in terms of your trades in a monthly time frame, they have levels where you can drop down the commission rate, and so that's why I've increased my size so that I can access the lower commission rate. And so what my overall goal is, and I mentioned this to a customer, I said, look, my overall goal is to try to use about 1 Bitcoin to earn 3 to 5 Bitcoin by the end of the year, and I really believe that I can do that. So over the next month, I believe that I can probably double my 1 Bitcoin to 2, and then increase my trade size, and then double that to 4, and now I'm in that area. Is it absolutely feasible that I can double my Bitcoin every month? Of course it's feasible. Is that where I want to be? In other words, do I want to take that kind of risk in order to try to achieve that? And I would say that probably not always. But if I get the opportunity, I'm going to bang this sucker. I'm going to pound this sucker and get there. But generally, and the reason why we can do this is because of the amount of volatility that you have in Bitcoin, even in this relatively low volatility market. I expect that to start picking up really a lot. But that it's still way more volatile than traditional markets. It's not unusual to get a 5 or a 10% move in Bitcoin, which would be crazy in the traditional markets. A good day in the traditional markets is when you get 0.5% or 1% movement in an asset, and that's like crazy. So it's a completely different world from traditional markets. So is it possible to make 30, 40, 50% in a month? Yeah, absolutely. And with the edge that PatternCast is affording us, it seems very likely. I'm just saying what's been my experience with PatternCast since we opened it now. That's a limited amount of experience in a relatively low Bitcoin volatility market. I've been able to achieve or earn 0.2 Bitcoin, starting with about 0.3 and some change Bitcoin. So on an initial starting capital of, I'll put it in US dollars, on an initial starting capital of about $3,000, I've been able to make about $2,000. That's crazy good. I mean, if I can do that every month, I mean, that would be, of course, you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch. You don't want to project. That's not the way we take it. We take what we have, what the current condition is. Do I have an edge? Is PatternCast providing me with quality signals and entries? Do the stats on those trades, those signals, look good? By the way, that's another real great feature of PatternCast. We give the number of occurrences that particular pattern has shown, since the beginning of time, or at least the beginning of time for the amount of data that we're analyzing in Bitcoin, and the percentage of times that it's resulted in a net win, and also what is the average amount of move from that entry point. So we give all that information to traders. Now we do have, I'm going to announce, this is pre-announcement of another service that we're going to offer. When PatternCast is looking at the market and then comparing it to the entire history of data that we have for Bitcoin, it is actually looking at dynamically, literally thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of different patterns that it discovers, and then finding one that has repeatability. We have this ability right now, but we're looking at adding this as a pro-level service where we can provide every single contingency on that pattern that has hit, all the different levels of retracement possibilities, etc., that have occurred in the past, and provide that as data to the trader. So a pro trader can then use that to develop very, very sophisticated scaling in, scaling out strategies. So I'm pre-announcing this as a service that we're going to offer. Right now, what we do is we take what we feel is the sweet spot, and we provide that to retail traders, and that gives them the optimal signal, the optimal opportunity, if a signal triggers, to get into a trade and profit from it. So we figure by giving what we consider the best of this vast amount of data that we're given. I mean, you have to consider that PatternCast is like this beehive of statistical information that it provides to us. And then from that huge swarm of information, we see sweet spots. And it has, high predictability. That's why we're able to produce, 13 out of 15 winners in such a short period of time. Now, in general, the way these signals happen, well, first of all, we deliver these signals to your inbox. We provide, all the data around them. They're only good, the signals themselves, when we deliver them every night after 8 o'clock, which is UTC 0. Usually get them by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sometimes a little later, depending on, because we're going through a lot of development, and so we're busy at work, continually developing this product. When you get them, you'll get one or more signals on Bitcoin. Some of them will be short, some of them will be long. They'll be presented as sort of what-if scenarios. If PatternCast does this, or does this, or does that, then it's likely that it will do this. All right? And so I would say that about 40% of the time, one of those signals will trigger. And then if it does, then you can take that trade. And that's what I'm talking about. About 90% of them or more, 94% of them have, those that have triggered have ended up with significant opportunity to make profit. That has been the reality so far with PatternCast. Now we're moving down pretty good here. Look at that. We are almost there. So once it crosses this line, at least according to PatternCast, actually from PatternCast's point of view, like the pro level service, what it will be telling you is what are the odds of it moving down quickly once it gets, to here, or to here, or to here, or to here, right? So in the pro level service, even from here, we'll be able to tell you what are the odds of it moving down through this at any different point along this spectrum. What we've done is we provide what we believe is the sweet spot. And more often than not, that number that we provide is like a laser beam. So often that we've provided that particular, because you have to consider that PatternCast knows nothing about technical analysis. It has no idea about price levels or volume profile or patterns in the traditional sense, like you see a flag pattern or this triangle that we're breaking through right now. It doesn't know anything about that. It knows nothing about that. It only knows this swarm of data that it sees and then recognizes patterns in that data. And these are patterns that we don't see. It's something that the machine sees. And then it provides us with it basically provides us with a key. It says, hey, this is the XYZ FP LQ AB NTR. And we look at that and we go, what the hell is that? We have no idea. And that's the pattern it found. or that's the key it developed. And then it provides us this stream of information. You know, if you were to enter here, here are the different possibilities. If you were to enter here, here are the different possibilities. And that's what PatternCast provides us. Hope I'm giving you a sense for this. From a trader's point of view, we just send out what we figure is the sweet spot, the 80, 85, or 100% opportunity. Right? So Debraj is asking, you had a plan for other crypto products. Any update? Yeah, we're still working on it. We fully intend to bring out other cryptos that are going to be included in this service that include Ethereum, Ripple, and Litecoin, at least to start. Our developers are working on it. There's a lot of work that goes into this besides just, and it's not so much on the PatternCast side, it's more on aggregating the data. See, we don't look at any one exchange. We have to look at a wide range of exchanges and then aggregate all that data and then normalize it. And then that's the data that normalized data that comes from many different exchanges. Because any one exchange isn't going to work in this market. It's not like traditional markets where we can go to the CME or to ICE. Well, at least with BACT, you can't even go to ICE, for Christ's sake. What a fucking loser that is. Anyways, if you were in a futures market and you had the CME, they'll provide you with one quality stream of data that might have 20, 30 years of history behind it through a regulated market. Wouldn't it be wonderful if Bitcoin could provide you that? But it can't. And certainly with the altcoins, it definitely cannot. So we have to manufacture the data across a bunch of unregulated exchanges to get the best possible look at this data, the average data across all these exchanges, and then that's what we use to analyze with PatternCast. Doing that for Litecoin, Ethereum, and Ripple is no easy feat. Well, the aggregation part, we've got that part down, as we do with Bitcoin. The hard part is finding exchanges that can provide us enough data to give us a good data set that we can analyze. So we're there. We're almost there. This close. So we want to make sure that that data that we use is providing the same quality of signals that we're providing with Bitcoin. But soon, you'll be able to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum first, I think, then Litecoin or Ripple, and have a number of choices. And of course, each one of those in the future will also have this pro-level data too. Now, the pro-level data is going to be a different level of the service, because we're going to offer other things, other tools that will allow you to use that pro-level data, doing all kinds of interesting analytics and trade strategies. So that is going to be very, very cool. Man, we got closer this time. We got down to 93.70. All right, it's almost there. It's almost there. Almost there, and then this short will trigger. All right. So this is, from a traditional market point of view, this would be a sell stop. That's what you would use for a breakdown, or a buy stop would be something that you would use if it broke above a particular level, like a breakout trade. This would be a breakdown trade. And that's what PatternCast is telling us. It's saying that, man, if it gets down below that area, there's a very high likelihood that it will continue down another 1,000 points. That's why we're so excited about this trade. Now, I think that the closer it gets to that 93.38, the higher the odds get that it's going to break down through. break on through to the other side, as Jim Morrison would say. So that's what we're getting to. We're getting to that point. And as we get closer, those odds are getting higher and higher and higher. Of course, we can see what those odds are with the pro level service. All right, and that's what we're going to provide, a completely different service. But let me tell you, you can get into this, what we consider the retail service, which is unbelievable. And any pro would love to have this particular service. And there's a special running on it right now. Right now, until our 1-year anniversary on October 5th, which also happens to be my birthday. How's that? In 1 year, in October 5th, PatternCast will be 1 year old. I ain't going to tell you how old I'll be. I'm an old fucker. I'll be old as dirt. But PatternCast will be a mere babe. And we have 1 week, 4 days, 12 hours, 20 minutes that you can take advantage of this yearly and quarterly price. Significant discount. And let me tell you this. If you use the coupon code CRYPTO, use the coupon code CRYPTO, and you'll get an additional amount off. And that's only good until October 5th. 1 week, 4 days, 12 hours to get an incredible price on this unbelievable service. I think $1,295 yearly is a ridiculously low price. But to get it at $895 and then on top of that use the coupon code CRYPTO, get it for a lesser price, that's crazy. Why am I doing this? We're looking to get in maybe another 100, 150 customers by October 5th. And then after that, we're embarking on we have a deal. We have not a deal. We have a partnership with one of the biggest futures brokers in the world, and definitely the biggest forex broker in the world. They have deemed us what's called a third-party. They're approved third-party advisory companies. There's only a handful of companies that they've done that. And believe it or not, with such a young company, they like the way we do business, the way we treat our customers, because they've been in our trade rooms right from the very beginning, monitoring everything that we do. Now think about that. A regulated broker, one of the biggest in the world, has been monitoring everything that we do, and they like the way we do business so much that they've decided to make us part of their third-party advisory teams that they feel comfortable enough to put on their website that they want to do business. We are a company that they feel comfortable to recommend their customers as well as new people to. All right? We've worked very hard to achieve that designation. Very hard. And with that, we're working with them. We're going to start doing some joint marketing efforts where we'll do webinars and other types of promotions. And they feel comfortable enough to bring in new customers through our promotion. I mean, to me, that is really something, and that should make you feel comfortable about doing business with our company, because we have what we believe is a world-class and absolutely top-notch trade room, and our signal service. There is nothing else like this out in the market. This signal service, you'll get an additional $200 off. If you pay in crypto. No, an additional $200 on top of using the crypto tag? No, I can't say that. that would be nuts. But if you use the word crypto, and you can pay in crypto, by the way. You can pay in crypto and get that extra $200 off by using the crypto coupon, using the word crypto in the coupon code. Go to the checkout and you'll see coin payments. You can actually pay with coin. I've noticed that some people in some areas can only, they have limited choices on the type of cryptocurrency that they can use. I'm not sure exactly why that is. If you're having that problem and you want to pay in Bitcoin, then let me know. I can give you an address that you can pay for. But otherwise, you can use your credit card, and we have subscriptions, and etc. All right, back to... Oh, we're almost there. We are almost there. Look at that. 93.42. Almost there. The signal is about to trigger. No, it's not. No, only for today. Sorry. What do you want? You want everything for free. For Christ's sake, this one trade here will probably pay for your entire year's subscription. Come on, we can't just give things away. Raj that. You Raj that? You Raj that? Come on, baby. You can do it. Boy, it's come so close. Oh, it touched it. Is it touching it? I can't tell if it touched it. Come on. Yeah, it looks like it's gone through. 93.37.9. Bammo! All right, that signal has triggered. Will it jump straight up from here? Who knows? But it is triggered, and now PatternCast predicts, at least from, this is the sweet spot that it's hit, what is the target on this? What is the target? The target is... The target... The target is 83.64. See, there it is. There's the target. 83.64. So we've broke on through to the other side. Let's see if my my trade triggered. Yep, looks like it triggered. Yeah, there it is. The trade did trigger. All right, so my sell stop triggered. I'm in the trade. And we're looking fine. Looking fine. All right. PatternCast signal has triggered. Houston, we are a go. And so what we're saying now is that PatternCast puts a very high probability that now we will move down to the target of 83.64 in the next 4 days. Let me put that caveat. All of PatternCast signals are, have a 4-day time window. It could happen any period in that time. It could happen the first 5 minutes. It could happen, 3 days, 12 hours from now. But there's a very high probability, a high likelihood that we will reach that target and maybe possibly even go beyond. Wow. Everything is just breaking down now. Look at that. All right. I'm going to go into the PatternCast room and see how things are going here. Yep, everybody in the room is saying, "Hoo-ah, here we go." All right. Wow, look at it go. It's in that volume well. Chuck says, I guess the backed futures aren't being received well. Yeah, I don't know what the volume is on back futures, but yesterday I think they traded about 70 contracts. That's pretty poor, when the CME futures for Bitcoin probably traded closer to 3,000. And those are 5 Bitcoin contracts, so it's really 15,000 Bitcoin. All right. Oh, I like this view. So this is the 5-minute view. Look at that. Once it hit that that level, the entry, whammo! It just dumped big time. How's that for that level? Predictability right there. Man, PatternCast nailed that level to within $1 that it would start breaking down. Look at that. Right at the entry. Bam! It just, I don't know. That is laser beam accurate. Absolutely laser beam accurate. That is crazy. Not bad. That's right. 83.64 is now the target. Is there a lower target? No. Well, there are lots of targets, but like I said, that will be the PatternCast Pro can give you that kind of information. We have no way of doing that for the regular service. Most people will just, if it hits that target, and it goes beyond that, put a stop loss in there so that you you maintain at least that amount, and then manage the trade after that. So another big winner for PatternCast. Another humongous winner for PatternCast. All right. What can I say? PatternCast nailed it again. Congratulations, everybody. There it is. It was all live. Hit it live. Now we've hit about, I'm going to say 85, 53. All right, so let's do a calculation here. So 9338 minus 8364 is a total of 974 points. 8563 minus 9338, 775 divided by 960. So we hit about 81% of the target so far. Now, will we pull back a little bit and then get a little breather and go down further? That's a good question. Will we hit 100% of the target? What's up, man? I am just watching this incredible price action. It is blowing me away. Well, you could say that the long hit about 25% of its target. No, it doesn't. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And that was kind of like the argument I was making with people in the room that the long target was at 77% occurrence rate with only well under 200 points of total potential. And all along PatternCast has been basically keeping us short. And actually last night I said that I was going short. I went short with about 2 Bitcoin. And yep. No, no, but I'll tell you this: the entire move and the target, the entry and the target. I'm actually live on video right now on YouTube. I caught the entire thing from beginning to end. Actually, we're still going. There isn't any end yet. So yeah, it was all caught on right here. So here we are. People are looking at it and they're going, "Oh my god, unbelievable!" So this is what 14 out of 16 now. 14 out of 16 trades, something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want to make any false claims, but it's something like that. That's right. Yes. All right, man. Thank you. Bye. So that was my partner in crime. Okay, Bucky Stream says, laughing my ass off. This is the dumbest shit on the internet. Oh, we'll show that. I'm not sure exactly what he means by that. Marv says, shit, now I closed too early. We'll allow that through too. So again, you too can be part of PatternCast. Like I said, since we've opened the Bitcoin service, we're about 14 of 16 trades. We're not going to count the trade before this as a winner. We'll call that as a loser, even though it did achieve about 25% of the target, and then it turned around. So we'll call that one a non-winner. But this one, huge winner. So now that makes about 14 out of 16 trades since we've started the service. I think it was on August 14th. With an average winner, this has got to bring our average up. So I would say the average winner is probably closer to 600 BTC USD per trade. Per trade. Yes, I did. I personally shorted at an entry of about 97.50 or so. Nah, he's moving on to other things. He doesn't want to go live right now. So it all looks pretty good from here. Now the question is, I have locked in my profits. I've increased the amount of Bitcoin that I own significantly. And now it's a matter of, will we hit the target? Will we hit the target? Not bad. Now, do you sell a course? No, there's no course on this. These are signals. I do sell a course on volume profile that I use to personally help manage the profits that we have, and I can give you a link to that if you'd like. It's only $39. It's a $500 course that I've sold to hundreds and hundreds of people. But if you go to Trader, well, I can give the course, but I'm not going to do that right now. It's not important. If you do want to purchase or become a subscriber, we have a deal going on right now. Go to PatternCast.com. The yearly and the quarterly service are on sale. And if you use the word crypto in the coupon code, you'll get an additional amount off. We are doing this, and this is our 1-year anniversary sale. We're doing this until October 5th. And then that's it. Then the price goes up because we're embarking on a marketing campaign with our broker partner. One of the largest brokers in the world has decided to bring us on as a third-party advisory. They only do that with a handful of companies. They like our business model so much, they like the quality of our trade room so much that they've decided to we're actually listed on their site. There's only a few companies that they list. All real high-quality, top-tier companies, and we are there with us. As young as we are, they've been in our trade room watching us, and they like the way we do business. So if you buy into this service, you're buying into a quality service. This is not your average service that you're going to find out there, the charlatans that are out there. We are for real. And we are backed up by one of the biggest regulated brokers in the world. Doesn't this compromise the bull run premise of BTC? Nah, I don't know. It might. I have no idea. I think, Bitcoin's probably going to go down a bit and then go up again. All in the meantime, we'll be using PatternCast to capture just about every move. All right, where are we? Question now is, will we reach the target? So the target is at 83.64. And we'll just mark that on here. $83.64. We'll make that green. All right, so there's the target right there. We have already hit about 81% of the target. What exactly is PatternCast, and what do you get if you subscribe? PatternCast is a signal service. We will send you... now, there are two different sides. This is PatternCast for Bitcoin. We also have PatternCast for traditional markets. But what we're looking at right now is PatternCast for Bitcoin. If you choose to join that service, we will send you signals every night. They are what-if scenarios. And it is a artificial intelligence pattern recognition system that is nothing like you've ever seen before. It can literally look at hundreds of thousands of different patterns and combinations and permutations and patterns that have happened in the past, and then using predictive statistical analysis, give you the best possible what-if scenario or opportunity for getting into a trade. So it'll give you basically an entry and a target every night. It may or may not hit. About 40% of the signals actually hit. So far, since we've opened this service on the Bitcoin side since early August, we have had 16 signals. 14 of them have hit with an average move from the entry of about $500 BTC USD. That's pretty significant on average. It's actually probably a little bit higher than that with this trade here. All right, so that's what PatternCast is. It's a trader service. We have a deal on the quarterly and on the yearly subscription right now. Significant discount. And if you use the word crypto in the coupon code, you'll get an additional amount off. We're looking, this is our 1-year anniversary sale. This is our 1-year anniversary sale. After October 5th, this is going away. And yeah, we're looking to build up our subscriber base. On the Bitcoin side, we have about 155 customers right now. We'd like to get that up to about 300 people. And then the price goes up, and then we start with our marketing efforts with our broker partner. Frank says that the target I set 2 months ago before PC started was 7,800 to 8,200. That's true. That was, that was my thinking. But, that was purely discretionary from my analysis. PatternCast is giving us these trades. This was a laser beam entry. I mean, look at that. Look at that entry. Right at the entry is where it just dropped like a rock. Right at the entry. I mean, that a 93.38, right at the entry, it just dropped. That's where PatternCast predicted that it was going to drop. And now this is our target right here, this green line. That is absolutely incredible. We have so far hit about 81% of that target. So please, if you like this, if you like what you're seeing here, please give this a thumbs up on this video and share it with your friends. We caught everything. We caught every single bit of this move and the target where it hit on this video. So there it is, right there. Last night I said I was going short on this, and then I was going to add to that short right here at the entry, which I did. I put in a sell stop order right there and added to that trade. I just covered most of my position and hedged it so that I can continue to profit, but I have locked in all that profit. All right, Brett. Brett is a member, and he took the trade. Raziel wants to know, how do you execute your exit? Do you trim along the way, or do you? I put a limit order. I just put in a limit order, and I. All right, here's my partner again. Hey, what's up? I would probably have to bring you in through Skype, and I think I have a way to do that on Skype. Why, do you want to come on live? All right. Let me see here. Well, I want to make sure that Skype is working here. Hold on, I'm setting it up. Yeah, I think it is. Why don't you try calling, see what happens. All right, bye. So my partner wants to say a couple of words. He wants to make some clarifications. He's going to call in on Skype. We'll see if this works. All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. The question will be, will other people be able to hear you right now? I think you will be able to. Let's see.
Well, I hope they can hear me.
All right. So let me ask if other people can hear the gentleman here. Let's see. They're not saying anything yet, so I don't know.
Okay, well, someone says I love it when you guys go live together, but I don't know. It says echo. Yeah, okay, so you need to, on your audio,
All right, so let's,
if you, whatever, turn off your microphone that you're going into your video and just use Skype as your, try that.
nah, it's the service. Let's see. Default. All right, say something.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing, 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 testing.
Let's see what they say to that. I think there's a way to. I hate to have the echo. Let me see. I don't have this perfectly worked out here, man. So.
Well, what you can do is on your audio input.
Oh, it's better now. Yeah, they say it's better now. Okay. So I did the right thing.
Okay, so I want to talk with. Here's something that you and I did not talk about earlier. And is there still an echo though? Ask them if there's still.
No, I think that's been taken care of.
Okay. Well, let me give you something, and I want everyone to get out just a pen and paper and write these numbers down because this is. They say I'm low. Okay.
No. It's it's low though. Let's see if we can.
Maybe.
Hold on. Down mixed mono. Okay, try speaking now.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
All right, let's see. Let's see how they get that. Let's see if it sounds any better. There's about a 20-second delay, so you have to.
Okay, right.
Ernie, your audio is coming out of my left speaker only now. Yeah, but how's how's the guest?
Okay, well, hold on. I'm gonna hold my microphone. I'm holding my microphone up in front of me now. So, let me tell you why I'm calling, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is Ernie's partner's audio is low.
There's a way to do this, but I'm not sure how to do it. Yeah.
He got lower. So they say I'm lower now.
Wow, that is so weird. I'm going to try something else different. So hold on a second, all right? So I'm going to try bringing him in a different manner. Let's.
Wait, you know what you should, hold on. Go back to Skype. Go back to Skype. Go to your audio settings, and what are your speakers set to? Like, you might want to turn those up. Is that?
Oh yeah. Maybe that's the problem.
Try that.
Audio and video settings. Speakers are the default device. Oh, okay, I can change what I want it to do. So I'll just make sure that both are using the exact same thing. I'll choose display audio.
Well, but I'm saying that.
Wait. Hold on. All right, and this audio is coming from that. And then I'll create another video. Let's see, audio capture device. I'm almost there. Almost there. Well, maybe I'm not.
Okay, just go to Skype and go to your settings.
I already did that.
Okay, did you raise the speaker volume?
Yeah. Here, I'll just put my microphone over by the speaker.
No. What I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is, in the audio settings on Skype, you can change your speaker volume, and that means the audio coming from me through your speakers, which is what you're capturing. So if you could, not that you're capturing it audibly, but it's coming through your computer that way. Or maybe not. I don't know.
It's not. We'll have to. People can hear you. You can just talk.
Okay, look. I'm going to say this, and then you can repeat it later. But look, if you went long Bitcoin like I did last night at 96.92, that signal offered you about a $200 upside with about a 75% statistical probability. So let's take 200, and let's just say you took it. I'm not even going to go through the difficult math on this. Let's just say you went long, but then at 93.38, if all I did was follow PatternCast and go short at 93.38, I could have been down $300 on the first signal and up $700 on the second, and PatternCast still puts $400 in my pocket.
Right.
What's aggravating to me is that I did not take the PatternCast signal. Now, I was just in our live in the Discord room, and watching all the PatternCast folks making money, watching you make money, and I just want people to be clear. That signal to go short said there was a 100% historical statistical probability of a complete disaster straight down free fall at 93.38. Look at what happened at 93.38 in real time on Bitcoin. It collapsed straight down. So watch this. It makes about 80% of that move that was expected on the target. It just collapses, makes a huge move. Now, the other signals were very small. So PatternCast was saying, listen, the weight of this next move is to the downside. And if you go long, here's where you're going to want to change the signal.
Right.
I chose otherwise. I paid the price, and people are making. Someone posted in the room they made $8,000.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. So I just want to say, look, kudos to you for following PatternCast, and to the customers who've been using PatternCast with Bitcoin, they've got to be completely ecstatic with this performance.
Well, I went into the room last night and made that exact argument, and that's why I think a lot of people went short.
Well, by the way, that was a great argument to make. It's one that I didn't make, and it's one that I wish I had seen you talk about. And I promise you this much. If anyone ever hears me make a comment that contradicts a PatternCast signal, you'd have to ask. By the way, I didn't do that. I'm not saying I did, but if I ever do, you have to check my brain.
Yeah.
Because this signal was money. I mean, so look, you lose 200 or 300 on the long. You make 700 on the short, with maybe even more ahead. Crazy, crazy call for PatternCast to make, and that was the first big signal that hit. And by the way, in the last 5 years, it was a rare signal, but 100% of the time. In fact, read the email, Artie.
Well, that
it says 100%.
Yeah. That brings up our average winner per trade, I think, up to about 600 BTC USD, or dollars per Bitcoin, per trade.
Well, you track that stuff. I don't track it, so I'm going to just...
Well, that's just crazy good. I mean, imagine if on average, your trades are making $600.
Yeah, well, by the way, I need to let you go. I got someone going to be here in a few minutes, but again, congratulations to everyone that followed the PatternCast signals, because those signals were money, hardcore money, and that's maybe the last time I ever faded one of those signals. And really, in a bigger picture, I'm not even going to remember this trade a week from now.
No, because we have trades, maybe 4 trades a week now, it seems.
Right. So I don't even remember it, but I will just stand in awe at that waterfall signal by PatternCast. That's amazing. I got to go, man. Take care.
All right, thanks. Bye. All right, I got to work out the audio-visual things on this. I wasn't prepared to take his call, so I apologize. Brett says, yes, impressed with PatternCast so far, and if this keeps going this well, to think I got in on the ground floor. Yeah, it's... Well, actually, you got into the ground floor on the Bitcoin side. The traditional side has been going for a year, and it's the same kind of performance trading futures, Forex, and stocks. All right? So all the people that are on that other side, several of them also came over to the Bitcoin side. They've been experiencing this kind of performance all along. That's the crazy part. That is the insane part. Now, I haven't personally been doing any kind of significant advertising. I talk about it on YouTube, and I've got a small YouTube channel. And then from that, we've been able to attract a lot of people. I think now we probably have almost 300 people that are following our signals every day, between traditional and Bitcoin. So I'm just very thankful that we were able to get this out to people, and people like it, and we're providing a quality service. Without a doubt, one of the best trade rooms I've ever been involved with. We have almost daily seminars there. We haven't been recording the seminars. We'll start recording those. We got the software in place to do that. On this last move, we almost hit the target. We came within about 2% of it. Well, maybe 4%. Almost hit the target. Looks like we probably will hit the target very soon. Now that's a laser beam. Let's see. Let's take a look at from this point of view. All right. So right here, this red line, this solid red line, is where PatternCast said to go short, and this green line is the target. That green line is the target. We're just about there. And it hit the target. Looks like it's going to go through the target. Not bad. So we've hit the target. Doing pretty well there. Looks like it's peeking through the target. Let's see how that looks like on the daily. This is the 5-minute chart. 83.64 was the target. So we've hit the target. Will we retrace? There's the question. Man, what is this doing? It is going nuts. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah, I want to record all of this and get all these. Oh, okay. All right, man. Bye. All right, we're going to lock in some profits here. Increase our Bitcoin holdings. Hello. Errant call. There's some heavy duty volume coming in now. Sammy, there's no Lambo in my future. I live in the woods with a 300-foot driveway, and well, it's actually about 220 feet at a 15-degree incline, and we're 5 months out of the year, it's either covered in snow or ice or some combination of them. So maybe, I mean, I already got all-wheel drive vehicles. That's all we have. So I don't know. Vehicles aren't something that I clamor over. So now I added to my Bitcoin after I secured my profit. And so now I've got more Bitcoin and more value in my account. What else can you ask for? Oh, when do I get the H3? I don't really like the H3. Oh, I don't know when long. That's a good question. When the next PatternCast long comes out, that's when. Yeah, see, the problem with a Lambo is that I would never be able to get over the ridge from my driveway to the street. It would scrape on the bottom. I would much rather. I have the perfect vehicle. It's a beautiful vehicle. It's a, maybe I would go for maybe one of the new Audi electric vehicles. There's a new Audi electric. That's what I would probably go for. I think it goes for about $75,000. But I mean, I've got a Toyota Highlander, and it's beautiful. It's very comfortable. The dogs fit in the back. We take it on vacation. It's awesome. Sammy, you're all about that country lifestyle. I live in the woods. I live in a rather unique situation. I live in a suburb of Boston, Massachusetts, and it's one of the, I guess you could say, one of the more higher priced towns in the state. And where I live, I have a lot of land. I've got a little over 5 acres right in the middle of a wildlife sanctuary. And so even though I am within walking distance of a commuter rail into Boston, where I live, it feels like I'm out in the middle of the woods. I'm surrounded by my land and 3,500 acres of wildlife sanctuary. So it's really great. Light to Earth thinks that we're going back up. That could be. That could very well be. Not bad. Maybe 10,000 by tonight. That's a possibility. If so, I'm just going to sort of sit back with my almost doubled my Bitcoin. Sit back with my Bitcoin and let it happen. Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Wow, look at it go. It wants to go higher. Electric moon rockets. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds interesting. Let's see. I'll show you the vehicle that I'm interested in. Here's the car I'm interested in. Let's build an Audi e-tron. Alright, we've got the Premium Plus Quattro. What is the Prestige? Driver assistance package, heads-up display, individual contour seats, Valcona leather, whatever that is. Is that like Corinthian leather? Massage function for the front seats. Air quality package, ionizer, and fragrance. That's not bad, especially if you have dogs. And powered door closers. All right. We'll add that. Alright, so the exterior, what color do we want? That blue's kind of nice. Interior, we want a light interior. But not too light. We want it light enough so that it doesn't get too hot. Let's see, we can go this. It's kind of, yeah, that's light. That's beautiful. Package and options. Cold weather package. Adaptive windshield wipers with integrated heated washer jets. Additional high voltage heater. Yeah, we'll add that. Let's see. Do I want the turbine wheels or these standard wheels? Well, these turbine wheels seem pretty nice. I think we have to add those turbine wheels. Do we need a towing package? No, I don't want to tow anything with this. Rear side airbags and illuminated seat. Who cares about that? Audi Care. I don't know. Accessories. Interior protection. That sounds like a scam. What is it? Oh yeah, we need that. We need the interior protection. That's all the rubber mats and everything. We need the rubber mats because we got dogs. We go to the beach a lot. Audi guard protection. What is that? Oh yeah. Yeah, we could use that. Remove the interior protection. No, I don't need anything else. All right, let's look at our e-tron. $86,000. Dual asynchronous electric motors. Top speed 124. That's all. All right. All right, that's what I'm going to get right there. I know it's not a Lambo, but I need something that will house my two Ridgebacks and go on vacation with us. Awesome. Perfecto. Wow, looks like somebody wants to dump some big money in here and push this back up again. But we have no signals to justify it. We'll wait for the next PatternCast signal. All right, that's all I've got for now. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Please, if you're interested in this service and you want to nail things like this, the way we did, the way our 300 members did, then join PatternCast. Links below. We have a special going on until October 5th, which is our 1-year anniversary. And use the coupon code CRYPTO to get a little bit more off. Do it now. See you next time. Say, where's the off button? Ernie, where's the off button? There we go. See you, folks. Happy trading.